Breaking news: Leafs has just been revealed, taking everyone by surprise. Our journalists have managed to obtain this valuable information. However, before we discuss the details of the news, I kindly ask you to subscribe to the channel, aiming to soon surpass the number of subscribers of Canadians. With everyone's cooperation, we aim to become the leading news channel. The Toronto Maple Leafs should express their interest in unrestricted free agent Patrick Kane, who is currently 34 years old. Indeed, the Toronto Maple Leafs are grappling with salary cap constraints as they embark on the 2023-24 season. However, this cap challenge could potentially vanish with a single trade. To claim that the Leafs lack the cap space to acquire Kane is an exaggeration. Behind the scenes, the Leafs have the astute Brandon Pridham, who possesses the wizardry to make it happen if anyone can. We momentarily interrupt the news to share a crucial announcement. We want to emphasize that if you want to continue receiving the latest updates through YouTube recommendations, it is of utmost importance that you leave your like on this video. Thank you in advance. We will now return to the ongoing news. On June 1st, Kane underwent hip resurfacing surgery. His agent, Pat Brisson, informed the media that the procedure was successful and that Kane's recovery period would span 4 to 6 months. For those unfamiliar, hip resurfacing is an alternative to hip replacement. According to the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons, in hip resurfacing, the femoral head is not removed but is instead trimmed and capped with a smooth metal covering. By opting for resurfacing instead of hip replacement, Kane aims to extend his career. Despite grappling with a hip injury, the right winger managed to record 21 goals and 36 assists, totaling 57 points in 73 games last season. If resurfacing aids him in returning to peak condition, Kane might recapture the form he displayed 2 seasons ago when he amassed 92 points, stats from hockey-reference.com. Pros and cons of the Toronto Maple Leafs adding Kane. There are several reasons why the prospect of adding a player like Kane makes sense, but there are also valid arguments against it. Here's an examination of the pros and cons of the Leafs adding Patrick Kane. Playoff experience. Kane would bring an abundance of playoff experience to the Leafs. He boasts 143 playoff games and 3 Stanley Cup victories, including a Conn Smythe Trophy for playoff MVP. Cap-friendly deal. Signing Kane to a 1-year contract in December or January would limit his regular season and playoff participation to 3 to 4 months. Consequently, he might be more inclined to agree to a salary cap-friendly deal. Kane would also be highly motivated to prove himself to the Leafs and the NHL, potentially earning a long-term contract in the off-season. Exciting pairing. Pairing Austin Matthews and Kane, even if only for half a season, would be a thrilling prospect for both players. The opportunity to witness 2 of the NHL's premier American talents playing together has been a desire of many fans for several years. Post-surgery uncertainty. There's significant uncertainty about how Kane will perform after such a major surgery. Despite claims of feeling 100% by December or January, there's a question of how his body will respond to regular NHL gameplay. Signing Kane would entail a certain degree of risk for any team. Right-wing logjam. Concerns exist that adding Kane could create a logjam at the right-wing position, especially with Mitch Marner and William Nylander already in the lineup. However, Nylander has the versatility to play on the left wing, potentially mitigating this issue. Additionally, some worry that Kane's addition could deprive a deserving prospect of a roster spot. Ultimately, the Leafs' objective is to win, and winning entails fielding the best possible lineup. Most fans would likely prefer Kane over prospects like Nick Robertson or Bobby McMann, assuming he outperforms them at this stage of his career.